Phoebe knew by the pallor of Eva's complexion that something dreadful had happened. She braced for distressing news, but at the same time the past several years had taught her that a level head achieved much more than a panicked one. She calmly waited for Miles Brannock to explain. After he and Eva had briefly left the kitchen, Eva came back and quietly asked Phoebe and Owen to accompany them to Mrs. Sanders' parlour. She and Owen had drained their cups of punch, thanked everyone again, and, hoping no one followed, joined Eva and Constable Brannock in the other room. He explained what he had discovered that morning. He was late for work, the constable said in a brogue that had lessened since he had first arrived in Little Barlow near the end of the war. Isaac Perkins was many things, but he was never late for work, so I went to his cottage, expecting perhaps to have to wake him from a sleepy hangover. But that was another peculiar thing about him. The man could polish off a fifth of whisky at night and be at the station first thing in the morning. His gaze dropped, and when he looked up, it was with a look of chagrin. "Sorry, shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but the truly troubling thing is that he was shot, and it appears to have been with his own gun." Eva, sitting beside him on Mrs. Sanders' wooden spindle-backed settee, touched his shoulder. "Could it have been suicide?" The constable shook his head. "Even without an autopsy, the angle of the wound rules that out. Besides, he wasn't a man to ruminate over his life or regret his decisions. No, this looks like murder, but with precious few clues as to who might have done it. No breaking, no signs of a struggle, not even much blood. What there is suggests he died quickly, right there in his favourite chair." He slapped his knees and started to rise, then stopped when Phoebe spoke. "You said you found him first thing this morning. What time do you suppose this happened?"